Today we're going to review the real estate market stats for Aurora. The most current month we have in the Toronto Real Estate Board stats is August 21. We're going to have a look at to compare what happened in August 2020, and then we're going to have a look at July 2021 as well. I'm going to start with the number of homes that sold, and I've broken this out a little bit differently than my previous videos. So the N stands for new listings coming to market, the S stands for sales that happened through the month, and the A is active listings. So active listings are cancellations, relists, things essentially, homes that essentially didn't sell that carry over into the next month. So if we look at new listings that came on the market in August 2020 in Aurora, 258 listings, 140 of those sold, and 262 carried over into the next month. Now, if we look with some stark contrast, at July 2021, 125 listings came to the market, 112 sold, and 98 remained active, which moved over into August. So pretty stark contrast in the amount of listings hanging around from a year ago. For August 21, new listings coming to market is 111, 107 sales, and we look at 67 active listings, which carried into September. So if you look at that, I mean, we're basically minus 200 listings in the market. So if you've been wondering why, doesn't look like there's a lot of signs up in your neighborhood, why the media is saying the market is on fire, well, there's just not a lot of inventory hanging around in those active listings. And to boot, there's not enough, there's not enough listings, or not many listings coming on the market, certainly not enough to meet the demand that's out there. Average sale price across all home types in Aurora a year ago was $1,039,000. That rose to $1,230,000 in July, currently trending at $1,176,000. So before you get too alarmed with the number and the market's crashing, what actually happens, again, you have to bear in mind this number is an average sale price across all home types. So condos, semis, towns, links, absolutely everything. So some months, especially in a place like Aurora where you have a massive spread in the homes, right? There's condos, townhouses, but there's also multi-million dollar homes. And so some months you get more entry-level homes that sell, more condos, more townhouses, more semis, and other months you get more multi-million dollar stuff selling, and that's absolutely going to directly affect that number. So sales to new listings ratio could also be referred to as the absorption rate. And it tells us, out of the homes coming on the market each month, what is the percentage that are actually selling. So if we look at a year ago, 54.3% of the houses that came on the market in Aurora in August 2020 sold, and you can see that in the numbers here roughly. If you look at July 21, that rose to 89.6% of the homes that came on the market sold, currently trending at 96.4%. Meaning 96.4% of the homes that came on the market in Aurora in August 21 sold. Wow, that is a massive, massive number. If you're curious what's a seller's market, what's a buyer's market, there is no question that that's a seller's market. Generally, anything over 60% would be considered, absorption rate is considered a seller's market. Between 50 and 60 is what we would call a balanced market, where there's enough supply to meet the demand. And when you're in the 50s and under, then you are into a buyer's market. Months of inventory remaining tells us that if no other homes came on the market after today at the current rate of consumption, or the current rate of buying, how long would it take to currently deplete the inventory? So a year ago we had 1.9 months of inventory in Aurora. July was 0.9 months, so just under a month of inventory, currently trending at 0.6. So again, you're seeing this through the numbers that there's less listings coming to market, sales are staying relatively the same, but there's also less carryover. So a lot of these listings, a lot of these sales that are happening are being taken from the active listings, which I'll show you in a sec. Sale price to list price ratio, 99.8% of asking a year ago, 104.7 in July, currently trending at 104.9. Days on market to get a home sold a year ago, 22, 14 in July, currently trending at 17. And I said I was going to circle back to where these sales are happening. So when we start seeing the days on market counter going up, it's generally one of two things. Either the market has slowed a little bit and it's taking buyers longer to get through houses. But in this case, what we're seeing is we're seeing less listings coming to market. We're seeing less active listings, but we're still seeing roughly the same amount of sales. So I would say that you're seeing the longer days on market because buyers are circling back to some of these older active listings, and it's just simply taking them a little bit longer to get through the listing inventory out there, which is pulling the days on the market back up. So now what's in this market for buyers right now? For buyers, super competitive. Obviously, homes are being bought and sold. If you're going to pull the trigger right now, if now is your time, certainly I would keep an eye on these active listings and see if there's something in the older inventory that may be overpriced, that there's an opportunity maybe to get in there and make a deal before a price reduction. But certainly you want to make sure you align yourself with a great mortgage broker who can advise you. Your offer is absolutely, no question, going to need to be non-conditional, so no finance or no home inspection condition. That is, unless you're working on one of these active listing deals where, of course, you can get in there with no competition if the house has been sitting on the market for 20, 30, 40 days, and believe me, they do exist. So I would be happy to run a list of those homes for you. For sellers out there right now, very busy market. Certainly homes with staging and high definition professional photos, we know statistically they sell faster and for more money. So I would absolutely encourage you to make sure that your home is showcased in its best light. Now, if you'd like to work with me, I do set aside some time every day where I connect with new buyers and new sellers to discuss the current market, answer any questions, and I'm going to put the link below where you can schedule your real estate discovery call, and I'll see you next month.